What is up, y'all? It's your girl Deja Boo back with another episode of Parking Lot Pimpin, and happy New Year. Okay, happy mother New Year. I know I'm not supposed to curse in the first 10 minutes, but I just had to say happy mother New Year because I'm just back, and I know I said this literally last year, probably on the same day at the same time. But this time is for real. I'm in a new state. I have a new aura. I'm wearing my hair natural. Let's start there. Like, there's so many things that have changed since I've been in Louisiana. So, I'm going to say it one more time. Is back. I'm so excited, y'all. So, I did get new mics. I got a new camera, even though I am using my phone on this one, but I did get a new camera. So I will be using it more. And before I get started in this episode, I just want to say shout out to Charlemagne. I have studied him since I got into the radio game. I'm not going to say I knew him and I studied to be him and wanted to be him all my life. I didn't even know that I wanted to do radio, period. So once I knew that I was going to stay in radio, I followed Charlemagne, and I love his fucking story. The way that he was Wendy Williams' sidekick to having his own gig to now having a Netflix deal. That is incredible. Shout out to Charlemagne. But I was also watching his interview with Angie Martinez. And if you haven't seen it, you need to go check it out because they were speaking a lot of gems from his early life to some shit about Tupac, from the Diddy stuff to, him working with Wendy, everything like that. He even talks about trying to help Wendy Williams, but he didn't. So, because that was my first thing. I was like, he got all this money. The first thing he needs to go do is help Wendy Williams. But he explains why. And that warmed my heart. But he also said something else. He said all the old stuff. And I feel like I connect with that so heavy. I'm shedding off all that stuff from LA, all the trauma, all the pain, and only keeping the good stuff because that's all I need, right? Fuck all the bad. I'm still here. So still thriving, okay? Because I thought I wasn't going to make it, but I did, and I'm here. So I'm shedding everything off. I'm shedding all the pain, the crying, the doubt, all of it. You just shed off. And next year is a year of the horse. And he was saying something about you get on the horse and you just go. I couldn't have connected to that. So I can't even talk. All of that stuff I'm shedding off and jumping into this new me. I'm about to be 30, y'all. 30 years old, January 29th. Make sure you mark the date because January 29th is about to be on and popping. But yeah, I'm about to be 30 and something needs to change. And being in Louisiana showed me that, yes, something is about to change. I mean, look I'm wearing my natural hair, y'all. Like, I never do that. And I've been wearing my natural hair. So, there's a shift that's about to change. But he said something like, get on the horse and just go. Just go full speed. And that's what I need to do. I need to get on the horse and I just need to go. I've been talking about this for so long, y'all. And I just haven't done it because I want to be insecure and I want to, but I'm over here telling people just post, be consistent. Like, how am I a social media manager telling people what to do when I'm not even doing it? So am I a real social media manager? I would say no, but we're going to change that because I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because I can do this, which is the reason why I stayed in Louisiana for so long, which is what we're going to get into that a little later. But back to Charlemagne, I really loved what he said because ever since moving out here, I've been trying to figure out who I am. Who is Deja? Who is Deja Boo? What's the difference? I know the difference, but how do I portray that, right? So I love that I moved to Louisiana. It was hell. Don't get me wrong. It has been hell since the day, literally the day I moved to Louisiana. And I don't even remember if I talked about it in the last episode, but man. If it was all good, I was lying because I was scared that I didn't want to talk shit about the company. But there is no need to talk shit about the company I came out here for. But before we get into all the Louisiana stuff, I just want to apologize and say that I'm sorry for slacking because why the did I only do 5 episodes in 2025? That is insane. We're not doing that again, y'all. So I want to, if I start slacking, I at least want to do a podcast or a Parking Lot Pimpin episode every month. So I should have 12, okay? And this is the very first one. So I want y'all to hold me accountable, be in my DMs, text me, call me, be on me, because I that was embarrassing. 5 episodes in a year, insane. Insane. But yes, so let me tell you where the I've been, because it has been a roller coaster, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought I was escaping something and I fell right into something else. I was just another headache. But we're here now. But yes, let's talk about me being in Louisiana. So I initially came out here to work at a radio station, to be their social media manager. When I came out here, I was put on a 90-day probation period to kind of make sure that I'm doing it right, make sure I'm following the directions, and on my end, kind of see if this is what I want to do. Of course, there was more to it than the radio station. I was running from LA because it was just getting overwhelming. After I lost my Power 106 job, I felt like I was going through an identity crisis. Who was I? I only knew Radio Deja. I only knew the life of Power 106. I didn't expect to be let go. You know what I mean? I didn't expect to get laid off, and then the fact that it was because I didn't do anything, budget cuts, like, I don't know. It was just hard to wrap my brain around, right? And thank goodness for Back on Fig for taking me in, FMW for taking me in and keeping me afloat. But during that whole time, I was not me, y'all. And it was so crazy. It was like I was in my head talking normal, but it was just blank. I don't know how to explain it. I sound so crazy, y'all, but I promise I'm not crazy. It was just like I was watching my life out of body, right? And I was just so depressed and I couldn't jump out of it. And then I would have spurts where I'm like, yes, I can do this. And then one little thing would happen in my real life and I couldn't do it. I'm finally at a place where I feel like I can jump into this, which I will, I'll do the whole timeline. But it was a lot. It was a lot to handle. There was a lot of behind the scenes. There was a lot of sneaky stuff. So I just decided to step away. But when I was deciding whether I was going to stay or go, the thought of going back to LA was very scary as well, because I knew I was going back to feel safe, but I wasn't going to be secure. I was going back and starting from zero, no job, no apartment, just my car. And I know everybody has done it. I know there's so many influencers from other states that come and, find a job and do it. But I'm naturally a Cali baby. So, I would feel defeated because, getting a job, which is, what happened here kind of. But I would feel defeated getting a job at, Walmart. No shade to people at Walmart, but just a basic job when my, skill set is up here. And again, that's no shade to anybody who works at Walmart as a cashier. It's just I was a show producer making a lot of money, and Walmart, is minimum wage. That's basically what I'm saying. A minimum wage job versus a salary job. That's how I should say it. See, growth, okay? But I would feel defeated getting a minimum wage job when I just had a high paying salary job. And being out here in Louisiana, I was able to do that and feel okay because the people around here have enough, right? So that's one of the lessons that I've learned in Louisiana since I've been out here. And seeing that from afar, I deserve this life that I've envisioned for me, that I've worked hard for, right? I deserve to be happy. I deserve to, live my life stress free. And I know that I could do it here because the cost of living is so much cheaper. Y'all, not to jump ahead, but your girl got an apartment for $850, all into utilities included. And why would I go back to California? Now, don't get me wrong, Louisiana is not California. The weather is crazy. The storms are ridiculous, okay? We didn't have a hurricane this year, but what about next year? What about the year after that? I don't know. So, but the weather is the only thing. And I know as a California person, nowhere in the US is going to have weather like California. That's just that we all know that. So I can't really make weather an excuse, but the weather is crazy. But anyway, back to the story. So I really felt like I deserved this to try it out. So I decided to stay. And I met some incredible people. Shout out to the Ross family. Shout out to the Webb family. Shout out to Harold, Maybank. Um, I mean, those are the only people that really help me out now. So that shout out to them because they really took care of me. They helped me get a job. They helped me stay afloat. They gave me a place to stay, all that great stuff. And it really takes a village to help somebody. So I really appreciate them. I am back on my feet, kind of a little. Things are looking up for 2025. What I'm not excited for is the politics. One thing about this small ass town is that there's a lot of politics, and I'm not excited for it because I'm very neutral. I don't care. If it doesn't involve me, I don't care. Like, and that's the honest truth. I've been like that forever. And if it doesn't concern me, like, you can tell me and I'll just nod my head, but that's all I can give you, bro. I'm not giving my opinion because it don't matter. Don't have shit to do with me. I don't want to be involved. Okay. But I'm excited. Regardless, I'm excited. I think this is the right spot to be with me having enough time to do both, to work on BOF, to do my stuff, to work with the city. Like, this is comfortability. And I think that was the one thing I learned from being out here is that you can be comfortable out here doing minimal. In LA, I feel like we're programmed to work, work, work so we can be like these influencers when, some people like are grateful to just have a roof over their head, to have a meal on the table. And I never thought of it like that until I was in that situation, like, because there was one point I had no money. I couldn't even go to the store because EBT was acting up. This was around Thanksgiving. And I was literally not eating. I didn't eat for 3 days. Had water, which was good because I lost weight. I always be complaining about my weight loss, but I lost some weight and it was hard. It was hard. And when I tell you, when I had money and got me some 3 tacos from Taco Bell, those were the best 3 tacos ever. Okay. They were soft tacos, 3 soft tacos, for future. If my boo's out there, 3 soft tacos from Taco Bell. But yeah, Louisiana has taught me a lot. It very much humbled me and made me be grateful for the little things that I had. Like I was saying, I really hit rock bottom here. And, I'm not going to try to overdo it anymore. I don't want to be an influencer. Well, I do kind of want to be like Heather Sanders. Like, she is my role model, okay? Like, that's who I'm looking up to right now. But I love the way that she carries herself. I'm not really trying to be an influencer. I'm just trying to have fun in what I do, show people that I'm funny and see what opportunities I get. I mean, I know that I'm a character. I know that I would be good at it. So let me do it and see what happens. And as far as like how I want to carry myself, like, Heather Sanders got it, okay? Like, that is who I look up to. Her lifestyle, how she carries herself, the way she does her pod. Like, I love how she carries herself, but I want to make it my own, Like, and the greatest thing is that she came from the South and went to California. Now I'm coming from California, coming to the South. So, like, when I get an opportunity to interview her, when I'm more like, prepared for all that, that's going to be one of my questions. Like, how was that transformation? And then going back, when she visits, like, how does she do it? So like, that's one of the things that I want to pick her brain about. But it did teach me a lot, and I'm not going to overdo it. I mean, once I have those 5 clients, like, I'm going to be good. I'm not trying to make, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I just need to be able to get my nails done, get my makeup, get everything that I need and still be cool. I want to travel. I want to just be able to do the shit that I need to do. However money that is, yeah, that's how much money I need to make. And if it's a lot, then I need to work. If not, then I don't know. But the main thing was I needed a house and a car, or not a house, but I got an apartment and a car, and I did that. So this year I know it's going to be full of surprises, but now we need to really get into like how Louisiana is, because Louisiana is not California, okay? It's very, very black and white here. Like, this is a disclaimer to all my new followers who are from Louisiana. This is the character, okay? Yes, I'm going to be talking my shit about Louisiana, but it needs to be said because this shit is wild from a California perspective, okay? No shade, no shade, but if you want to talk about it, definitely DM me because this is all jokes aside, okay? Wait, no. That's not it. That's not it. These are jokes. But, they have some truth to it, okay? That this year was the year of the snake and that we are supposed to be shedding off. He's not going to do that. Him. But anyway, one of the main first things I noticed is that there are no Mexicans and Asians just out. In California, you could see Indians, Asians, Mexicans, Salvadorians. You can see all over the street. It is very black and white. You only see the Mexicans in the Mexican restaurants. You only see the Asians in the Asian spots and at the nail salon, which is insane. I'm like, where do they go get food? You never see them outside. And then when I went to the Spanish spot out here in Lake Charles, shout out to El Tapatio, I was talking to him in Spanish and he was shook. He was like, oh my God, are you Dominican? No, I'm from California. I'm black and white. He's like, oh my God, nobody knows Spanish out here. And I was like, yep, me. Okay, well, I can't speak it, but I can understand it. So I was kind of speaking Spanglish, but he was so excited. He would start giving me free drinks, like that's my papi chulo, okay? But it's just crazy how I went from seeing hella Mexicans to none at all, like Hispanics, and then people are so racist towards. It's just so crazy. The racism is still there out here, y'all. Like I said, it's very black and white. They have their sides, but I feel like that's everywhere. Like that, you guys have your sides of the town that you go to and everything, and you know they only talk to each other when they have to. There's some friends out there, but it feels like slavery was only 20 years ago out here. And then shout out to my guy Harold. He posted a video of just trees, right? No sound. He didn't comment on anything. He just panned a bunch of trees, right, with ropes hanging. The shit went viral because people were saying that those were lynching ropes from back in the day. When I tell you I am scared to talk to a white person out here, and I'm light skinned, I'm a light bright, obviously I'm a mulatto. Obviously they call me Creole. They think I'm Creole. Well, I guess Creole is just a mix, right? But oh my God, I'm so scared. I'd be like, yes, ma'am, no, sir. Really on my P's and Q's. I'm scared because one, I've never dealt with racism before. I've never had somebody discriminate me. And maybe it is because I'm light skinned. Maybe I'm more because I'm more light, but I don't want it to happen. It hasn't happened yet. But people keep saying it will. Once people start knowing you, and it's gonna happen. So I'm fuck, I'm scared. Oh yeah, and it's very, very family oriented out here, which is both good and bad. It's good because I'm not really family oriented. Me and my family are kind of I don't like going home, so I'm part of the problem. But, here they talk to each other every day. They see each other every day. When they don't see each other every day, it's a problem. And I've never been around that. I can go a few days without seeing nobody. I'm perfectly okay with that. They get mad at me because they're like, we haven't talked to you all day. What you doing? And I'm like, damn, why you all up in my business? But out here, they're very close. And because it's a small town, everybody's cousins and knows each other. And when I tell you the family parties are it, okay? But it's very family oriented. It makes me wanna, when I have kids and, me and my sister start having kids or whatever, I want us to be close. I want us to have family traditions where we go and come back or whatever, that would be really cute. Because that's what they do out here. Everything is with family. They don't do anything without family. Now we might not be together all the time like that, but I liked it during the holidays. The holidays were nice. After seeing that video go viral, I literally had to look up the Black history here, because essentially this is where all the slaves were dropped off, in the New Orleans port or whatever. I don't know how to say New Orleans. I say New Orleans, New Orleans. I don't know. I say it very different. Don't judge me. Just the Black history here that we don't learn in California. There's so many of these sayings that we say that originated from slavery. I know that we know this, but the people out here, once I ask them oh, what does this mean? Or what does that mean? And they tell me that it's from slavery. The root of slavery is here. And I don't want to be ignorant or anything, but I love learning about Black culture or Black history because I want to know where we came from. Now, I'm not saying that I came from here, from Louisiana, because my family's from New Jersey on my grandpa's side, and then my grandma's side is from the Philippines. So, I don't know where we're from, but we are immigrants here. At the end of the day, my grandma's side is immigrants. I don't know about my grandpa, but my grandpa got characteristics of a of a slave. Oh shit! You know how when they have like hard hands and the callous, yeah, he got those. So I feel like his lineage, yeah, they was in the trenches. Okay, all jokes, all jokes, all jokes. But let's get into this food, y'all. Let's get into this food. The gumbo. Now, I did not know a thing about gumbo until I came here. I knew of gumbo. I knew that it was like a stew or whatever. Like I thought it was a stew. That's what I thought it was. And I don't know what the correct terminology, if it's a soup, if it's a stew, I don't know. But shrimp and chicken gumbo, fire. Shrimp and sausage, gotta get beef or turkey, but fire. Fire as fuck. I etouffee, shrimp etouffee, fire. I couldn't have the boudin because it has pork in it. The crawfish. Now, we gotta talk about the crawfish, y'all, because the crawfish is mid. I don't like breaking and I don't like nah, not for me. And then to do all that for some little ass meat, like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. That shit pisses me off every time. Every time. Like the only real meat you're gonna get is literally like this part right here. Like that shit is so annoying. Like, and then they give you it's just doing a lot. I mean, it'd be good, don't get me wrong, but then I found out that it comes from the ground. I'm good. I'm good. Everyone out here loves the Mexican food, but I feel like it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it just does not compare to Cali. I feel like everybody that likes the Mexican food out here needs to go to Cali so that they can, experience some real Mexican food. I mean, we're right there by the border. So I give the Mexican food like 7 out of 10. They don't even got chilaquiles, so I mean, I should knock them down to a 4. I'm just saying. Oh my god. Okay, so earlier I was talking about how the men fucking suck out here. So the men are just, I don't know. One thing about me is like, you can talk all you want, but you need to show me. Like, I need to see it. I don't go for all the talking. That's one thing about doing this out here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this parking lot pimping when it gets hot as fuck in the car. I don't know. I'm gonna work on it. So the door gonna be open. Sorry, y'all. But back to these men. Yes, these men love, love, love to talk and have no poop. They could sweet talk a lady, get in their pants, and have nothing to show for it. And I just can't. The dynamic with these with the way that they date out here, it's very traditional. They love to like matchmake and get you with the nigga with the most money and stuff like that. And I don't need that. I do not need that. I need somebody to love me. I love the money. It's great, but I'm a go-getter, so I'm going to always have money. Like, that's just the way I am. This nigga needs to let me work because I need my own money to do whatever the fuck I want, right? And then contribute to whatever we have. But I need my own money. And these niggas just want you to sit and be at home and cater to them all the time. And I do that. I want to do that too. But what are you doing? You better be doing more than me, because ain't no way I'm going to be doing more than you, cooking and cleaning and doing all that shit while you go work at McDonald's for 4 hours, come home. No, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that. You need to be working. You need to be making more than me. Please and thank you. And have goals. Like, I just want somebody to have goals. Have something that they're achieving. Never just be stagnant. I hate a stagnant ass nigga. Like, keep going. It doesn't have to be big either. It doesn't have to be, oh, I need to start a whole new business. But like, always have a goal that you have so you're never bored, never just stagnant. That's one thing, because I'm gonna never be bored. I'm gonna always be trying to go for something, and I need you to do the same, because if we're not doing it together and I'm doing it by myself, I need you to let me accomplish that goal. But then I was talking to these dudes. I'm still with Back on Fig and Figmunity, because somebody in the comments the other day was like, oh, Deja jumped off, or Deja's the jump off. I said, oh, hold on, now I'm committing suicide? What? Insane. No, I'm still behind the scenes. I am now clipping the clips and posting on VOF and FMW. So if I suck, let me know. If I'm doing great, let me know. If I could do something better, let me know. But DM me. Don't DM Back on Fig, because I don't be in the DMs like that. I stay out of that. Y'all are crazy. I be reading them, but I don't touch it. So don't ask me. Do not ask me about nothing. But I'm still with BOF, and we did have some good runs this year. We went viral for the Tupac guy. The Brenda Had a Baby. That was our first viral clip that I did. That was pretty cool. And then we went super, super viral for the Kevin McCall shit. That was crazy. I thought Terrell was gonna literally FaceTime Chris Brown and FaceTime me and have us all in a FaceTime and be like, yeah, this is your biggest fan. But he didn't do that. So maybe next time. But I guess Chris Brown did talk to Terrell and was like, yo, like, stop giving this nigga airtime. Like, we're done with this. He already knows what's up. He's just trying to get a paycheck. I was like, damn, not me contributing, but hope you liked it, Chris. Okay. Oh, that was me. That was me. But it's just crazy. Side note, it's just crazy because 9-year-old me would be going crazy at how close I am to this man. Like the fact that I already have him tatted and the fact that I already met him so many times. Like I'm just this close to being his fucking fourth baby mama. Like, and I would not be mad. I would not be mad. All those girls look like they're living their best life and taken care of. That is, as long as you let me do my little thing on the side, I'm good. Okay. Be at all your concerts. What? But it looks like he already picked his fourth baby mama, which is so sad. But she's so cute and he does have a type. And I don't look like that at all. But I would give him his black son who's a ball player. Okay. I would do that for you, Chris. So come find me. What else did we go viral for? We just went viral for, I don't know. I don't remember. We went viral a few times last year. So that was cool. That was my first time going viral on anything. So just seeing the numbers go up and people fucking with it and then being on the Shade Room and Neighborhood Talk and Hollywood Unlocked, like that is dope. Okay. Like I succeeded. Okay. And I for sure took that out. And I'm I did that. What else happened within BOF? Oh my God, Six got fired, and that was so sad. When I saw that online, I was like, damn, not my wannabe baby daddy. Like what? That was my man who ain't my man. That should have been my man, but he didn't want me, guys. He did not want me. But I'm happy for him and his girl because they've been together for what, like a year. So congratulations to them. I'm not no hater, but Six, when you're single, holla at me, okay? Because we could do this. But hopefully this year BOF has some exciting things. I want to contribute now that I'm gonna be more online. Hopefully they see me and I can be a little character under the umbrella. I would love that. That would be so much fun because I am a character, y'all. I need to get comfortable and feel cute. Like even though I have no makeup on, like I feel kind of cute right now with the glasses and everything. Take me through that. Take me through that. But yeah, so if anybody wants to like go ahead and put that in Terrell's ear, like go ahead and do that, okay? Because the content is coming, okay? People say I need to stop saying okay. Let me know because like after I say something, I just be like, okay, like kind of like okay, but I can't like roll my R's. So like I need like a saying. I know that's right. Like I love saying like stupid little shit like that. So as we go on, I'm gonna come up with a little slogan because my little commentary is funny as fuck. Shit, that could be another one, but I don't want to cuss. I don't want to cuss that much. Oh my God. Also, when I came out to Louisiana, I started my own business. Well, it's always been there. It was Get Assisted. Then I changed it to Deja Vu Media and Consulting. That is my small business for social media management, turning it into a social media agency out here in Louisiana. So basically what I do is I manage social medias. I help you curate your page. I post for you. I make your captions. I engage with your fans, but I also help you strategize campaigns. I'll go out and shoot with you if you're in the area, if I'm in the area, right? But a lot of my stuff is remote. I can also help you repurpose your content. So if you're only on YouTube, I can cut it up, put it on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever social media pages you have and stuff like that. So if you are interested, go ahead and either comment below or DM me, get a hold of me. I want to capitalize on the media side of things. I think that they would thrive if they had more media because out here in Louisiana, they have not a lot of social media presence. I won't say none because I do use Facebook heavy, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot and where it should be compared to California. But that's why I'm here to help them, elevate, get a little going, get a little social media presence, get the state social media presence because and I'll get into this later, but a lot of people bash Louisiana as being dumb and uneducated, but ooh, the secrets are here, baby. Yeah, so I really want to capitalize the media here, take what I learned from BOF and just podcasting and radio out there and transition it here. I mean, that's what they need, and it's boring, which I'm going to get into later. But after I started that and I started putting up a little videos and showing what I did at the radio station, I have 3 solid clients. Shout out to Ryan, Harold, and Miss D. They actually helped me get through too, because without their help and their promo, I would just be the California girl. Now I'm Deja, the California girl. So that's going great. As I, continue to make these videos and continue to post on here and post on my work page, I know it's going to grow. Like I said, this year is all about growth. I just want to grow, and take all the opportunities I can, because I'm still young and I still have a whole life to live, and I'm getting older and I want kids, y'all. Everybody keeps saying like, oh, you're getting to that age with kids. And I'm still like, fuck them kids, because honestly, and this is such a side note, and I'll get into it more later, but I'm still about me. Like, I still want to have fun. I still want to do what I want to do. And like I said, I'll get more into that when I start talking about Louisiana, because these men out here, my God, okay, my God, just like that. So the business, yeah, is going great. It's going amazing. I want to at least have 5 to 6 solid clients, and then I should be good with your girl is a city girl. Not like that, not like that. But if I was a city girl, I would definitely be Young Miami. Ow, period. That's my girl. Like, we're both Aquariuses, so we definitely think alike. But she is definitely my alter ego for sure. But no, your girl is going to be working with the city of Lake Charles on the public works media team. Well, not even the team. I am the media person. Okay. I slid my way. They made me a position. Okay. Cause I was like, you guys need this. You guys definitely need this. And let me show you what I can do. So my first project is doing Mardi Gras, and which is scary because your girl has never participated in Mardi Gras at all. But it's a good challenge, it's a good challenge. I'm going to talk to my people out here and kind of figure out what Mardi Gras is about. And your girl gonna do her thing, because one thing I do know is how to do my job. Okay, but I was so happy because literally after the radio station, I had the stipend that they gave me, and that was it, $1,200 to make it, and I survived, y'all. Don't ask me how I did. It was hard, and it was a lot going on, and it was a lot of emotion. It was a lot of eating nothing. But I did it. And I think I needed that, because coming from California, I came from, I don't want to say like we were rich or anything, but we had money. I never had to work for anything. And being out here showed me that you have to work hard for what you do, and they're traditional. So California is very laxed, like a lot. And out here it's very strict. So that transition was very, very hard. That was a culture shock for me, how lax they are. We are Californians versus Louisiana people. So your girl is working for the city and has a job. It's part-time, but it's okay, because they said within the first like 3 weeks I would get a raise and it would be regular pay. So I mean, I ain't mad at it. I just need to get in the building, y'all. But I'm extremely excited because it's a level up from everything that I was doing. I mean, from going to being an intern at Power 106 to being on the street team to answering phones in the studio to being the show producer and then co-hosting and then being let go and now working for a whole nother city. Like, nobody could tell me shit, because I went like this, oh, boom, and now I'm here, a plateau. So it's good. And, working for the city, I'm going to meet everybody. When I tell you Lake Charles is small, if you put a quarter on a map, you could probably circle Lake Charles. Like, everything is 20 minutes within each other. Like, I can literally go to work, come home, make lunch, eat lunch, watch an episode of TV, and go back to work because we have an hour. Like, what is life? Like, I could do that. I literally leave 5 minutes before my shift, y'all. In LA, we could never. Okay? That shit is crazy. I love it. And I didn't like driving in LA. I love driving out here. You want to go? Let's go. Real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Not at the same time. It was like one after each other, but I was talking to these 2 dudes And one of them had the nerve to tell me he had 6 kids like 3 weeks into talking. And I was like, hello, sir, I have none. What makes you think I want to deal with 6 kids? Like, and I'm just thinking way ahead into the future because that's what I want to do. Like, I want to date, to marry, to be in somebody's life. So I was thinking that, and I was like, I don't want to deal with no 6 kids. I didn't even ask how many baby mamas. Okay. The next dude had 7 kids. Then I'm like, both these niggas are truck drivers. Then I start finding out that their kids are in other states. I was like, it's doing too much. It's doing too much. And I'm really in a moment in my life where once I get stable and my job is going and my apartment gets going, like, then I'm gonna date. But when I am ready to date, I need somebody who's like single and ready to date too. Like, ready to go on dates, ready to spend money, ready to go do shit. Because I'm not coming over to just Netflix and chill. I'm not doing it. I refuse. We could do that after we went on a couple dates, we've done it up, we went to dinner, we had an activity. Like, that could be like 4th, 5th, 6th date. But in the beginning, no, you're taking me out. I'm getting dolled up. I'm getting treated how I'm supposed to be getting treated. You know, you got more than one kid, bro. I can't do it. As I get older, I gotta understand people are having kids, but I really want a nigga with 0 or 1. So if you're 0 or 1, holla at me. But other than that, it's pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. There's not much to do. There is a nightlife, but I don't even be going out no more because there's shootings almost every night and I just can't do it. I'm a white girl when it comes to all that stuff, all that gangster shooting stuff. And I realized, because I was like, why are there so many shootings out here? But they're allowed to carry out here. So no wonder. Because I'm like, this hardly ever happens in LA. Like, but nope, it's because they carry. That's my like down the rabbit hole answer. So it's just crazy to think about. But yeah, 2026, y'all. I can't believe 2026 is here. Last year went by so quick. I can't believe it's over, but I'm glad that it started because it's starting off great. It's small wins great. It's not big accomplishments, but I survived the second half of the year because I really didn't think I was going to make it. And the one thing that I want to focus on this year as a goal, it's just my brand. Me as Deja in the city for Lake Charles doing the public works. We got Deja Boo, who's on the internet. That's my character name. That's me being youthful. That's me being entertainment. And then there's, Deja Boo Media and Consulting, my business page, my who am I as a business person. So I'm going to really focus on my brands this year and just take it to the next level. I also want to start a TikTok show. I want to utilize TikTok as much as I can. I was trying to start a TikTok show with Leslie from the Bee, but we're just so busy and the time difference and it's just a lot. So if anybody in Lake Charles and Louisiana wants to get together and do a small little show, let's do it. I'm a producer. I can put it together. I just need a co-host because me doing it by myself, I work well with people. I gel off of people's energy. So doing it with somebody else, that'll make me more confident quicker. So that's my goal with that show. Deja Boo on the Move is still going to be a thing. That's going to be my vlogs out here in Lake Charles when I go do something, kind of like Speedy's vlogs. I might change the name. Kind of sounds childish, but I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, I'm going to keep up with the Parking Lot Pimpin podcast, like I said in the beginning. If I do slack, I at least want to do one a month, but I want to drop one every weekend. My goal is to have this as a recap of the week. So, like, say I do a vlog of, I don't know, me going out. I go more into depth on that night on this podcast versus, the vlog. I go in depth more on the videos that I posted throughout the week. Talk about highlighting moments, talk about my life, that sort of thing. And then Deja Boo TV, when I get my apartment, I'm going to make a little content area and I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to talk about the news and I'm going to gossip and I'm going to be messy because that's what I like to do. I like to be messy. And I kind of like to say messy shit, but like in a real way. Like, kind of like my grandpa and his calluses. Like, I really do think he's like from descendants of slaves. And then that trait just passed over because no matter how much lotion he puts on, like, them motherfuckers is hard. Okay. I ain't shit. But yeah, that is episode 6 of Parking Lot Pimpin', y'all. Again, I'm so sorry that I lagged, but we're here. We're here. 2026. It's on and popping. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Make sure you add all my socials. It's Deja Boo on all platforms. I'm going to try to trademark Deja Boo this year so that my name could just be Deja Boo. And then once that's set up, I'm probably going to get a blue check. And if you know me, I've been dying for a blue check, but the fact that you have to pay for it now, like, I kind of feel like it defeats the purpose. So I don't know. I'm iffy about it, but that's the goal. Thank you guys for tuning in. And that is episode 6 of Parking Lot Pimpin'. I'll see you next time.